Hey guys, Eric with Blue Line Fishing. Welcome back to the channel. Your time's important to me as always, and what we're going to do in today's time is we're going to talk shot colors like these. When do these loud, obnoxious, bright colors shine? When to use them? What water temperature? What water clarity? When do these baits right here perform the best? Stick around, we're going to jump right into it. So let's get into it, guys. When do baits like these, like this obnoxious looking yum dinger here that's blaze orange and hot pink, or this floating worm that's in chartreuse, or these hot bubblegum colored baits, when do they shine? When do they do best? Well, my feeling on these is, and my experience on these baits is they can work any time of the year, spring, summer, and fall. For the most part, I've not really had that much luck on them in the wintertime. But when they perform the best, I think, is when the water temperature is above 80 degrees. So that warm water is definitely a time, I think, especially when you're talking like the floating worm here, or you're talking a yum dinger thrown into like coontail moss, hydrilla, duckweed, things like that. I think that the warm water temperatures, like I say, 80 and above, and especially like right now, we're towards the end of August, and we've got water temperature that's around 81, 82, 83 degrees, really hot. I think it's when these colors do the best. Why is that? I don't know. I don't have an explanation for what makes these shot colors, or these bright, vibrant colors, so good this time of year. And it's not all the time. I think another time they shine is when the water clarity is what I call coffee or iced tea colored. That low visibility time, as far as you can't, see that bait, but maybe a foot or two. I think it's when these shine too. So you combine hot water temperatures with the water clarity that's poor, coffee colored, iced tea colored. I think it's when these baits really, really start to come into their own. And traditionally I like to rig them Texas style and weightless and weedless with either a 2/0 or 3/0 offset worm hook. If I'm fishing a thinner worm like this one right here, I'll show you this floating worm. I like to use a 2/0. I know that's a little small, but I found better success with it, not being able to, or not pulling all those weeds and junk, munk in with it. And then I think for the yum dinger or the Cinco stick bait, I like the 3/0, and then I do like a extra wide gap worm hook offset as well. But those two times are, I think, a key time when these shot colors work really well. Warm, really, really warm water, and that off color water. Now there are exceptions to it. There's the caveat of sometimes you may be fishing that gin clear water, especially I found when you're fishing these big thick weed mats, say for example like coontail moss or duckweed, and you're dropping it off the edge of one of those weed beds in really clear water. And I think personally, between the subtle action of that bait and then it has this loud, vibrant, obnoxious color, I think it triggers a reaction strike similar to a spinnerbait or a chatterbait, something of that nature. It really draws that reaction strike out. Can bass see color? I don't know. It's been debated a long time. I think they can. I think they can see a palette of colors, not maybe all colors, but I definitely think they can differentiate between the mid, natural, and these bright hues. There's definitely something there with it. Like I say, I can't explain the science behind why something so ugly would perform so well at times, because Lord knows there's not anything that I've seen in the water that's hot pink chartreuse and blaze orange. But with that being said, there are times when it does really, really well this time of year. Guys, I hope that helped you out on when to use these shot colors, these bright, obnoxious colors. I think they do have a time and a place, and I think at times they will outperform those natural hues or those other patterns of soft plastics. And there's a lot of them out there in every shape, size, and color now in soft plastics. So if you haven't tried them out, I'd highly recommend it. And if you're having one of those days when nothing else is working for you, I would recommend throwing on one of these shot colors and giving it a try. Also, I was going to let you guys know too, got new apparel in, new hats with the Blue Line Fishing logo. Even has the blue line embroidered on the back. New shirts. These are 100% polyester, very soft and comfortable. Have them in the atomic blue here with the Blue Line Fishing logo. Have them in silver, and also getting a few more in a couple different colors in dark blue and a think it's a shot green is what they're calling it. So if you're interested in any of these, t-shirts 20 bucks, long sleeve shirts are 25 bucks, and the hats are 20 bucks. Just hit me up at the email link down in the description below. Once again, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And remember, until that next video, get out there and fish.